2, Algebra 1 on multiplying polynomials. Okay, so we're going to go through and do multiplication, and we're going to do it in a couple of different ways. We're going to do one term times two or three terms. We'll do two terms times two terms, and then lastly we'll do two terms times three terms. Now, we do still need to remember some of our stuff in terms of what we did for the exponent unit. So remember when we're asked to multiply the exponents, what do we actually do with the exponents? We add the exponents. That's going to be important as we go through here. So remember, first, we always want to write it in standard form, right? So this polynomial is not in standard form, right? It's not from the highest to lowest exponent, whereas this one is. The exponents go 4, 3, 2, 1, and then 0. Okay? Same thing here. So this is not in standard form. The exponents are not in order, whereas here they are 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay? So just make sure your answers are written in standard form. Okay, so let's start out. We're going to show an example of each of these, and then you'll notice that what we did here is we included these videos. So then you can go and then you can watch any of those videos. So you should try the problem, then watch your video, and it should be pretty self-led. So we're only going to show you one example kind of each scenario, and then you try it, and then you check it with the video, and then you go backwards to fix it. So here we're asked to find the product, so we're going to multiply in from the outside to each of these terms. Remember, this is like an implied 1. So 2 times 1 is just 2. And now we're asked to multiply x times x. When we're asked to multiply the exponents, we add the exponents. Remember, these are like implied 1s. 1 and 1 is 2. All right, and then 2x squared times 1, well, anything times itself. Anything times 1 is just itself. And then that's in standard form. Highest exponent first, then the next exponent. Okay, so now I'm going to write that answer in 2x squared plus 2x. Alright? And I know I got it right. So what I think you should do is, if you see that you got it right, then it's kind of optional to watch the video. If you see that you got it wrong, then I would definitely watch the video. See what you did wrong, go back and fix it. Alright, so then from there, there's just more like this. Okay, so you're going to go through, you're going to multiply it through, and then again, try it, and then check it with the video. Again, same thing. Try it, multiply through, check it with the video. Try it, check it with the video. Okay, so there's a couple of these to do, and you keep going, trying these different ones, until eventually we get to a different type, okay? So there's a few that you want to go through here and try, all right, and that we'll do during the class period. Now, as you get here, these are kind of like, whoa, the extension ones. But really, it's the same thing. And remember, if you need the help, use the calculator. Okay, so now we're going to try to do it not just one term. So notice all of these was just what? One term out here times either 2 or 3 terms on the inside, with the exception of the like challenge one where it had 4 terms. Now let's do it a different way. We need to do a binomial, remember what that means, 2 terms, times another binomial, 2 terms. We're going to use the box method here. So we're asked to multiply x plus 4 times x plus 5. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to literally draw a box, and then we're going to write what's up here first. So x plus 4, x plus 5. And basically, we need to multiply everything here times everything here. So you just multiply to fill in the boxes like tic-tac-toe style. So x times x, remember when you asked to multiply the exponents, you add them, you get x squared. X times 5, you get 5x. 4 times x, you get 4x. 4 times 5, you get 20. And now we look for like terms. Well, I see x squared is the highest exponent. It doesn't have any like terms, so I'm going to write that down. Then I see, oh wait, I've got 4x and 5x. So I can add those together. 4x plus 5x is 9x. Let's remember that from lesson 1 in this unit, right? And then we just have the 20 sitting here. Well, we can't do anything with the 20 because there's nothing to combine with, so there we go. So here's my answer. It's in standard form from highest to lowest exponent, and there's no other like terms to combine. So we try it, and we got the right thing. Alright, so same thing here. You want to check your video. If you get it right, go to the next one. There's a few to do. Use the box method each time. Go through, try it, check it with the video. Same thing, you go through, you check it with the video. Go through, check it with the video. Alright, Now, there are some trickier ones here. So one like this, okay, when you see something is squared, what that means is, right, it's multiplied times what? Itself. So when it's squared, you would need to write the same thing out 2 times. So up here we'd have the k plus 10, but you'd also have the k plus 10 here. Okay, so you'd write the same thing twice. That's what it means to square something, right? Again, check out the video, do it again, check out the video. Please make sure you're doing each of these examples. This one's really the same thing, just you gotta be more careful because the exponents are bigger and there's more negatives. Alright, so let's try the challenge one, okay? So this is kind of like the big timer. So you'll notice the difference here. There's 2 terms times 3 terms. So we're not going to really make a square here, right? We're going to need to make a big rectangle. Alright, so I'm going to split this guy up, and we're going to do this rectangle. So here we go. I'm going to put the x here, and the plus 5 here, and then I'm going to put the 3x here, the negative x squared here, and then the minus 1 here. So I'm just going to multiply through. So 3x times x is 3x squared. 3x times 5 is 15x. X times negative x squared is negative. Remember, you got to add those exponents, so x to the third. 5 times negative x squared is negative 5x squared. Negative 1 times x, well, it's just negative 1x. Negative 1 times 5, negative 5. Alright, now I need to combine like terms and figure out where my biggest exponents are. So let's do that with color coding. So the highest exponent I see is this x to the third. There's no other x to the third. So that's going to go first and has nothing to combine with it. Alright, now let's look for what else we got. So now let's go to the x squareds. So I see a 3x squared here. I see a negative 5x squared here. So those have the same exponent. So let's combine that. 3 minus 5, negative 2. It's going to stay as the x squared. Alright, next, I've got negative 1x and 15x. So 15x minus 1x gives us 14x. Alright, and then lastly, I see over here, I got the negative 5, but there's no other integers, so that just goes on the end. So that would be what I would get here. Okay? Let's review some stuff here, right? Is this in standard form? Yeah, it goes 3, 2, 1, and then the exponent of 0 implied because there's no variable here. And you also notice it has 4 terms, so we call this a 4-term polynomial. And then there's one to try here for yourself, and then make sure you do your rating kind of at the end for like where you see that you feel like you are. Make sure you're watching all these videos. This should be self-checked so that you can get all these, watch each of the videos so that you can assess where your learning is. Alright, hope this helps.